Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the VULCAN Report. This end of day report is for trading on Wednesday, August the 17th, 2016. You're looking at a long-term chart of the Russell Futures contract. As you can see, the stock market is never going down ever again. Period. There is too much stimulus that is backed up in these markets, causing it to operate the way it's been operating. We do have a flash crash warning for the Russell for this week. However, it's not looking like it wants to play out. It's still bullish. It's still trading above the short-term period moving average. For those of you, once again, this is a repeat. For those of you who are new tuning in, I'll break it down for you. This blue line here is your short-term period trend line. It's the 5-period trend line. The second line, this purple line, is your intermediate trend line, and it's going to be your 50-period. And then your 200-period long-term trend line is this orange trend line here. These dots right here are showing your PSRs. All right, PSAR. That's your support and resistance areas. Okay, parabolic support and resistance. And then right here is your Kumo cloud. All right, this thing right here is Kumo cloud. So, excuse me. This is the setup that I like to use because it helps to point out, so you can visualize the numerical values of these things here. Most things do not show up on the charts. A lot of the technicals and things that I use, everything I do is proprietary. All my indicators are proprietary. So those things don't show up on the chart. All right. At the bottom of the chart, this is the Wilder's RSI. Okay, that's all it is. For those of you who are familiar with that, Wells Wilder. He is a technical analyst guy. He has dozens of technical indicators and things like that. All what you see here, and this is volume here. Everything you see here is all, it comes with most charting applications. Most brokers and websites they carry it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so this is what we're using, so you can follow along to what I'm saying, and it's giving you a visual picture to what I'm talking about. All right. Everything else, as far as the rally alerts, the crash alerts, you're not going to see that here in the chart. Those are technical indicators. Those algorithm printouts that appear on the weekly pulse wave sheets. If you have not already subscribed to the pulse wave sheets and to the Black Ops Trading Room, you're going to want to do that, because we're going to be ramping up a lot of new things coming out. Also, there's going to be coaching available, personalized coaching, personalized trading. You want to go to the through the academy. We have an educational center and coursework for you. You can purchase the books there. All that stuff is being set up for you so that you can understand the market forces and price action and learn to trade. And that's going to be very important going forward as things are getting worse on the job section of the economy. Employment is looking very dismal. You're going to have to find other means to make money because the employment is just not going to be there. So it's better to augment what you have or don't have. If you're in a fixed income, it doesn't matter. You can open an account and start trading with as little as $1,500. It's not a lot. All right. And in some cases, you can open accounts. There are a lot of micro forex brokers and things like that out there. You can open an account for as little as $250, and you can get yourself in the game and learn and grow your money. Most people will not even take their time out of their day to teach you or to show you anything along those lines, but that's what I do here. That's why I exist. So those of you there on a fixed income, and those of you who are new to trading or have limited money, you'll find yourself a home here. Those of you who are not new to trading, but you're just not winning and you've lost your shirt, you've come to the right place so that you can get yourself a new shirt. For those of you who have never traded at all and you are stacking your gold and your silver and have been doing so for some time, you need to be here so that you can hedge what you own. So that way you do not fall victim to the forces of capital depreciation due to what the Fed is doing and planning to do in the future to destroy any means of wealth that you currently have. So learn to beat them at their own game. Learn to drain these central banks of their manipulating powers. All right. So as you look at the chart, you can see it's not really a pretty picture. The market's, it's been struggling. It's been going through all these ebb and flowing forces. Yes, the chart looks ugly because that's what happens with manipulation. All right, it makes things look a little messy. That's why you too have to have access to the same algorithms that the central banks use and the Fed uses to push around the markets. All right, that's why investors get their faces ripped off, but traders are able to see what's coming and do something about it. This Russell shows you right here that the market is locked in to this bull cycle. All right, it appeared to be coming off, but then head fake psych, here you go again. So the market is setting up a bear trap to suck more shorts in so they can have more fuel to go even higher and go way up here. All right now the target for the Russell is way up here, breaking 1300. I kid you not, that's where it wants to go. If it does not make it there, so what? So be it. If it wants to fall apart and start correcting downward, well, then we'll be short. But for right now, anything that's downside is limited. Right here, it was limited. Boom. Down here was a really big one, as you can see, beginning of the year, and then look, here we go. So the bottom line is, you can see from here, they do not intend to ever let this market go down again. If it does go down briefly, it's not going to stay down. So the markets are not going to stay down. You will not see a bear market probably again in your lifetime. I'm serious. All right? It's just what it is. As the economy gets worse, like I said on Charlie McGrath's Wide Awake News show, as the economy gets worse, the stock markets will go higher. All right? I don't care if we're in a worse depressionary state than we've ever been, and people are literally outside starving with their ribs touching, the Dow will be at 20 and 30 and 50,000. You better believe it. It's just how it is. I'll show you something else real quick. Look at this Dow. It's the same thing. Look at the Dow. The Dow made you think it was going to do something. Head faked you, and then it rallied the strongest. Look at that. There's only one in the room that seems to be possibly struggling a little bit. Let me show you that one. And that would be the Russell. And I mean, not the Russell, I'm sorry, the NASDAQ. Tell you why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks in a row of up green. Here we are the 8th week, and you see it's stopped. It hit a new high, 48.35 and a quarter, and now we're kind of like stalled out. Your first trend line support is right here at 47.21. All right, that's quite a ways down, even though it doesn't look like it here looking at the chart, but it's quite a ways down. It's 100 points. But let me tell you something, the NASDAQ can fall 100 points and no problem. So your first test is going to be 47.21, and then next is going to be 45.51, and then next is 43.82. This this NASDAQ is well supported at 43.82.85, or in trading terms 43.82 and 3/4. That's where it's well supported at. You have to just take a big deep breath when you see that. That's basically 500 points, man. That's just insanity at this point. Almost 500 points of support. That means that the NASDAQ can literally drop 500 points and still be bullish. And it will still be above the Kumo cloud. Like I said, the higher the market goes, the more support below it has, so that any correction comes, it could sustain it and remain bullish, thus ensuring that the market never ever goes down again. I didn't say it won't correct, I said it won't go down. You won't be in a full-fledged bear market like this, all right, where the prices go down like this, and then you have all the indicators below the Kumo cloud. You are not going to see that. You're not going to see the prices below the Kumo cloud and the trend lines below the Kumo cloud of increasing volume and spiking downward momentum. You're not going to see that ever again. All right, these markets are not going down ever again. Now check this out. Peep this. The central bank's pimp hand is strong. Look what it did with the oil. You saw the oil was in the Kumo cloud of death. What did I tell you about the Kumo cloud of death? You can't trust the price action. Just because it looked like it was going to fall and maybe drop below the Kumo cloud and that's it, no, the upside's over, look what it did to you. It came all the way up here and ran all these short stops. Ran it. We hit 46.95 this week. 46.95. Took it out. Not a problem. It just took it out. Now, for the new contract that that's kicking in as of tomorrow, really, you're going to be at 47.60. So you're going to be basically, a full buck almost away from where the old month, now we're going to the front month, traded. So it bested you. Now, believe it or not, though, you still have resistance at 48.03. So we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. It's getting to the overbought zone, and it probably will fall down. But right now, it's looking like it wants to try to lock in. So we need 2 more weeks to see what's going to happen. But if it locks in, then it's going to take off. It's going to best 50, and it's going to be all on its way to 60. And being at the time of the year we're in now, with the summer ending, it's not supposed to do that per se. Shouldn't go up, but markets don't have to make sense. I'm just saying what they do. The pimp hand is strong. You got to be careful. You got to watch these things, because they will, if they can get away with it, they'll make you bleed, man. They will make you bleed, and you have to be mindful of it. Now, we did have a rally alert for the crude oil futures this week. It's on the pulse wave price projections for the week. If you signed up for access for the sheet, if you signed up for the trial, there it is. Okay, and I'm running a special on that. Subscriptions right now, it's a free 15-day trial, and I'm telling you, it's awesome. And you also get access to the trading room with that, and it's just a blessing. It's a wonderful place, and the educational trading course right now is only $19.95, so you can't beat that. And that's going to be a limited time, so you're going to want to hurry up and sign up for that so that you can get what you need. All right, so with that said, everyone remember, bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. And be mindful that for whatever reason, stock market's never going down again. Peace.